Now Jackson on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10, down at the 31. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on. And
down he goes. The 49ers get there. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, alert! 21. Hey, wahoo! Hey, gun.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Ravens nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. Able to take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage.
And he's into the clear. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown 74 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 74 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Jackson. To throw again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He finds Roberts, complete. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. I got this. 21. Here we go. Hey, zoom.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give coming right is Breida. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Hey, gun. Here we go, D.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Niners 21, Ravens 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
56, check 56. Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up third and
8. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, we got this, we got this.
Now it's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Hey, gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
21.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mostert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Ready?
Let's get in that hole. Switch.
Check. I got this.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down.
Under 10.
They run with Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, gun.
This is Mostert. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Breida. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
21. Hey, Alpha.
Now Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56.
Jackson now, throwing again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Jackson, throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Kill.
This is Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down own to the 19-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! Back!
Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Haywood! I got you.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Breida, he'll try the right side. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Delta!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. Go to base. March 56. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. On it. 56. Mike, 56. 3 buzz. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 46-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. D. Ford, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check nine.
Now a give running left is Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I got this. White. Hey, box drop.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
He don't want it. Hey, gun. 11. Mark 38. Hey, orbit. Mark 38. Hey, we got to get to the ball.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Garoppolo now. And this is incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.